going on, guys? So first off, welcome back to the channel. Another video for y'all. I got the trailer loaded up, going down my road. So yesterday we got some things done on the car. First thing we did, we got the front bumper fenders are back on. Looks way better in my opinion. The Go wants to race it without the front end on it, but whatever. Second thing we're doing, we started on it yesterday, is we got the hood pins put on, drilled in the hood at least anyway. We gotta make the brackets. They're gonna be coming off the headlight mounts. I got some flat bar, so we're doing that. And today we should be tuning the car, should be checking over everything, should make sure everything is working tip-top shape, because we don't want to run into any issues like we did a few years ago. Well, I think it was a year ago actually. So we're going to head on over there to the shop, get first things first, I gotta stop by the store and get me a Ghost. So I'm gonna head on over there. It should take me about 30-45 minutes to get there, and the Coast should be there, and we should go ahead and get started on the car and get this thing wrapped up, because we have officially 4 days to till we go racing. So hopefully we look over a tune, make a few pulls today, hopefully don't spin too much, and go from there. Until then, we'll see y'all over there. All right, guys, so got the car back home. As you can see, we have a full front clip, but we did run into a little issue today tuning the car. So I didn't video much of it just because of the simple fact. Let's see if we can see. Sorry, all dried up, but as y'all can see, that big old oil spill right there. We learned a little lesson today, and not hold on. Not to use stock sending units. Y'all can probably see it better down there. Yeah, so stock oil pressure sending units don't work well with 80 pounds of oil pressure. But see, we got our mounts made for the hood. Well, not mounts, hood pins. So now it's a little off. That's because we bent the intercooler. So I'm not gonna be able to do it today, so it would still be in the same video. I gotta push that back so we can actually have that line right there. It irritates me. I can't have no gap like that. So yeah, gotta bend those brackets back in. But needless to say, Dakota did drive the car around some today, and tune looks good. AFRs look good. We gotta charge the battery. Why it drains the battery like it did, I don't know. So yeah, catch you on the next clip. All right, so we got the car loaded up in here in the carport. We can go ahead and start taking this all off and find out what kind of damage we did. It's about time for some new T-bolt clamps. So, but yeah, actually, let me get some gloves because it's cold out here. Got my gloves. Let's go ahead and start taking the fuel rails off, and it shouldn't take us too long to do this. These off. Done. Make sure you unplug your coil packs. How did you see it come off? Alright, let's get this sensor out. Yeah, guys, it's all up in there. See, yeah, we blew the center out in that joker. Well, good thing we still have a low dollar motorsports one. So, come to find out, the reason my oil pressure sensor I went to this one is because of the fact it wasn't reading on the dash. So I put a new one in there, it still wasn't reading. Well, shortly later, decide to make my way to check it out myself. Come to find out, the oil pressure sensor wires, the sensor plugs into it, it's pinched in between the block and the bell housing. So here we are, changing it again, but maybe this time it's for the good. Yeah, that's good. That's not long enough for sure. Hey, how's oil pressure do that to you? Let's see if we can get this in there. Nope, I don't think I'll get this one. Yeah, I think it's too big. So I gotta go find a socket that fits that. Alright, so I couldn't find a socket that fits it. I'm gonna use rags and channel locks. Alright. Old fashioned right here. Just need a little snug, don't be super tight. Take that notch. That's snug. We got a gasket on there. Now we get to put everything back together. So, yep, guys, we're making 80 pounds of oil pressure. Stock sending units and no go. So, throw that in the trash. Now I get to put everything right back together. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put it back together myself, and we'll crank it up as soon as I'm done. Alright, so got the battery in. We got pretty much everything ready. So let's see if we got oil pressure on the screen. Oh guys, it's cold. Oh, let's see. Alright, let's get some fuel pressure. Let's do it one more time. Have the screen come up. Alright, I forgot to hook up our throttle, but we're seeing oil. So there we go, we're seeing oil pressure now. Oh yeah, let me hook up the throttle and we'll Oh man, we'll go ahead and fire her on up. Got the hood pins in. I like these things. There we go. One thing I forgot to do. All right, make sure everything's plugged in, because I do tend to forget. Dakota, if you're watching this, don't even comment. I don't want to hear it. Coil packs are plugged in. Making sure everything's plugged in. All right, let's see. Oh, we gotta have, see? Oh, there we go. Boom, everything's plugged in. We good to go. Yeah, we're good to go. Had to make sure. I remember hooking it up in the back. So there we go. Let's go ahead and fire this old girl up. See if she'll do a cold start for us. Oh, I'm gonna shut that door though. Whew. We were having problems with this fuel pump. Alright. There it goes. I don't know why it's doing that. This thing does not want to crank for some reason. It's only 85 too, so let's see. Woo, it's cold. Alright, we got a problem. Fuel pressure keeps. See if we can get her fired up. Let me see what's going on here. I'll be back. So it is another cold day here in South Alabama, 20 degrees. So yesterday, as y'all saw, previous clip, started having fuel pressure issues. Got that figured out. Let me show y'all what's going on. Let me zoom out. So, got most of the interior tore apart. As y'all most know, I put a fuse box up there, and that one right there where the fuse is actually ended up burning up. My fault. Should have done better. Should pay a little bit more of attention. Yeah, burn up the fuse. Hot side got a little too hot, so we ended up this pump pulls 30 amps, and I didn't end up using a 10 gauge wire. I used a wire that came on the they used something like 14, maybe 12. Can't really remember. I think it's 14. Way too small for the length it's got to run. So here we did right there. Got us a little relay fuse combo. I actually got 2 fuses on that one now. So Needless to say, we ran a new fuse, got the signal wire coming all the way up from the holly back here. So we replaced that. Now we're running into other issues. But needless to say, everything's good with the fuel pump. Kicks on every time now. I forgot I just turned it off. Pushing that fuel up there. So kicks on and off every time now. We don't have that issue. But we got other problems, and I gotta diagnose that. So yesterday I let it idle. While it was idling, it idled all the way down to 13 pounds of oil pressure. So today's race day. It's do or die at this point. Sucks putting in all this work. Day before, had 40 pounds, no problem. What it's coming down to is I'm going to crank it up, let it idle a little bit, see what kind of oil pressure we're looking at. Now, granted, it's been cold these last 2 days, so oil pressure is going to be high. I just want to see what it idles down to. What I'll probably end up doing is taking it off the trailer, backing it off, and pulling it into the shop. Let it warm up. If it idles down all the way down to 13 pounds again, I'll end up taking drain the oil, see what kind of bearings, see if we got bearing material in there. If we do, we're not going to be racing the car. I'll probably end up pulling the motor at some point. So this video has been all over the place. It sucks, but part of racing. I really don't know as far as oil pressure goes. It may be bearings. It may be. It could be anything. I really don't know. But it did idle down really low. It wouldn't rise when I hit the throttle. So I'm gonna crank it up this morning and go from there. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do now. So we're back in the shop. Car's in here. Yeah, that motor's cooked, guys. She's no good. It idled down to like 13, 15 PSI of oil pressure. And this is 20-ish some degrees. You can see all the exhaust from in here. Yeah, we ain't making that race today or this weekend. Gonna go out there and watch, support my boys, but yeah. Old Camaro ain't making it. Probably gonna be my last video for a little while. Maybe so cold out here. We're gonna be probably working on Cobalt a little bit. Plan on going to stage 3 with it. So yeah, I'll eventually start tearing this one down. I may make a video of it. I'm pretty sure it's bearings somewhere up in there. It just 20 degrees dropping down to 13 pounds. You got an issue somewhere. Did the same thing yesterday. So yeah, gonna be the last video on the Camaro for a little while until we get the new motor. The motor's in the machine shop right now, waiting on it. Poor guy's gonna be getting some calls from me. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. For those that are already subscribed, stick around. Just wait on the new motor to get back. For those that are just getting here, if you want to see more on this car, like I said, I got a motor machine shop. Unless I find a really good deal on another 6.0, that's all we can do for right now. I really need to set up a cathedral port head or some kind of setup, so whenever we do blow the 6.0s and 4-inch bore motors, I can have a set of heads and everything for them. No, I already got rid of them. Thought I had another set. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Comment down if you got any questions. Probably gonna clean up the wire and re-lumen, stuff like that while I'm waiting on the motor. Got a lot of stuff done on it. Got the hood pins, everything's good until we get the new motor. When the new motor gets here, all I gotta do is slap the heads on it, start putting stuff on it. So, yep, that's gonna be it for today.